putting you first. You're watching Lane Robbie and meteorologist Ryan Dennis. This is Rise and Shine.
Coming up, St. Luke's is treating the first child in Idaho to get a serious illness associated with COVID-19. And a Southern Idaho tradition canceled because of the coronavirus will return next month. Plus, the South Central Public Health District says there's been some confusion about their regional risk summary. We'll help clarify. Good morning, Southern Idaho. It's Wednesday, August 19th. Thank you for tuning in to Rise and Shine. Happy Wednesday, everyone. We're halfway through the work week. Let's check in with meteorologist Ryan Dennis. First thing this morning, Ryan, another warm morning out there.
Yeah, definitely another warm morning. It's actually warmer than yesterday morning, too, which is kind of hard to believe.
Yeah, it is hard to believe. I walked out the door this morning and thought, man, it feels like midday already.
Yeah, it definitely does kind of feel like midday out there as temperatures are starting off in the 70s and the 60s in most locations this morning. Currently 72 degrees in Jerome, 75 in Gooding, 70 degrees in Richfield and Haley, 71 over in Minidoka, and believe it or not, Twin Falls is actually the cool spot this morning at 62 degrees. And there was a little bit of a breeze around overnight, but most of that wind really has left our area, and we're just left with a light breeze out there right now between 3 and 10 miles per hour in most locations. And we also had some scattered rain showers and thunderstorms around overnight as well. So a lot of locations did see at least a little bit of rain overnight, but a lot of that precipitation has already left our area, and most locations are currently dry, although there's still a couple isolated rain showers and thunderstorms around, mainly over in Cassia County right now. But we're going to be seeing any more rain showers and thunderstorms as we go through your Wednesday. I'll let you know my full forecast coming up here in a little bit. Lane.
All right, thanks, Ryan. Well, this morning we do want to let you know about a power outage. Idaho Power is on scene of a power outage that's west of Buell and south of Hagerman. They say it's affecting about 4,500 people right now, and the report came in at 2:10 a.m. Now they're hoping to have power restored by 9:30 this morning. Well, now let's take a look at some of the latest numbers from the KMVT COVID-19 tracker. There were 384 new confirmed and probable cases reported yesterday. That's more than 100 more than the day before, bringing the statewide total to 28,326. The death toll is now at 282. So far, 11,397 people have recovered from the virus. Then if we take you county by county, Twin Falls County has 1,537 cases. That's up by 4. Cassia County has 560. They're up 7. Gooding County has 185, which is an increase of 2. Jerome County now has 532 cases. They're up 4. Minidoka County has 509. That's an increase of 2. Lincoln County remains at 62. Blaine County now has 590. That's up by 4. No new cases in Camas County. They're still at 1. Then up in Ada County, they have the most in the state. They added 102 new cases. That puts them at a total of 10,132. Now, the South Central Public Health District says that they're hearing about some confusion when it comes to the new regional risk summary that they put out last week. The health district does not actually have any authority to do anything other than make recommendations on how local communities should handle COVID-19. In addition to the health district, there is a governing board of health that has been given authority by the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare to issue different mandates they deem necessary. The Board of Health is made of members from each county and a medical consultant who are all appointed to the board by county commissioners. This board does use the health district risk summary to determine if safety measures in the plan should be turned into mandates.
Now, our Board of Health members are very cautious. They understand that any sort of restrictions, any sort of mandates could affect people quite a bit. And so they are trying to be very careful, and they do continue to rely on us and encourage us to put out as much education as possible, because the priority here, the hope here, is that our residents will see that concern and they will rise to the occasion.
Bodily adds this was the case in Blaine County, where they were facing many cases before anywhere else in the state, and by taking responsibility for the cases, they were able to reverse the trend of cases. Now to your Outbreak 2020 coverage. As schools are making plans to reopen, Idaho is reporting its first child to get a serious illness related to COVID-19. The illness is called multi-symptom inflammatory syndrome in children, or MISC. Yesterday, St. Luke's Children's announced they are treating Idaho's first case. The patient is a 7-year-old and is currently being cared for in Boise. The child had no known prior health conditions. MIS-C is a new, potentially serious illness in children, which appears to be a delayed complication of the coronavirus infection, and it has caused death in some children. It typically occurs about 4 weeks after a child has been exposed to COVID-19. The condition is rare. Symptoms vary, but tend to affect several organs in the body. Well, the tradition had to be canceled this spring because of the coronavirus. Now it's coming back September 24th through the 27th. The Lights and Lasers show, which is put on by Visit Southern Idaho, usually takes place in the spring at Shoshone Falls, but this year it will be in the fall at Canyon Springs Golf Course. The executive director of Visit Southern Idaho tells KMVT the lasers will be projected onto the canyon walls at 8:30 each night.
Yeah, so we are still developing the show. We wanted to make sure it's really exciting about the Snake River, about the Magic Valley, just trying to get everybody here to really have some history, some fun, and especially excitement. So we've got some really great visuals. We're going to do cold spark fireworks. We're going to have some dancers that are glow in the dark, do some different features. And so there's going to be lots of different things involved, but for the most part, it's really just going to be centered on the Magic Valley.
And for more information on where you can get your tickets, visit our website, kmvt.com. Now, a growing dent in Earth's magnetic field could impact satellites and spacecraft. The spot is called South Atlantic Anomaly and is being monitored by NASA. The magnetic field acts as a shield protecting Earth from solar wind, which comes with particles and radiation. But according to the space agency, the dent is allowing those particles to get closer than before, and it could have a negative effect as satellites pass through the area, knocking out their computer and interfering with their data collection. The scientists are also monitoring how the South Atlantic anomaly could affect our atmosphere. At least for now, NASA says that it won't affect us here on Earth. The Postmaster General is reversing course, now saying he will pause the changes put in place to cut costs at the U.S. Postal Service. But some Democrats say that announcement doesn't go far enough. Naomi Ruckham explains the latest push to keep USPS on track in time for Election Day.
The political saga over America's mail takes another turn. Postmaster General and Republican donor Louis DeJoy is now suspending widely criticized moves to save money at the U.S. Postal Service. In a statement, he said, to avoid even the appearance of any impact on election mail, the post office will keep hours the same, not remove additional mail processing equipment or blue collection boxes, and mail processing facilities will remain open. But that decision isn't easing doubts from Democrats.
I don't frankly trust the Postmaster General and what he said, and if he is sincere about it, it means the bully has backed off.
States are preparing for a rush of mail-in ballots this November because of the pandemic. But the president has often questioned the Postal Service's ability to handle the influx.
It'll end up being a rigged election, or they will never come out with an outcome. They'll have to do it again.
At post offices around the country, local mail carriers have already seen a slowdown in service.
It's almost criminal because this is something that I've never seen in my 31 years of working for the post office.
Mail sorting machines and blue collection boxes have already been removed.
What we've never experienced is as they're removing those machines, management is making conscious decisions to delay mail that they could process.
This weekend, the House is set to vote on a measure to give the U.S. Postal Service $25 billion in new funding. President Trump has said he supports a $10 billion boost. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News.
Postmaster General Louis DeJoy is set to testify before a Senate committee later in the week. He has not said whether any Postal Service equipment that has already been removed will be replaced. Now coming up, the city of Jackpot was hit hard when the coronavirus forced casinos to close, but they're starting to recover. We'll give you the latest. If you or someone you know has a birthday coming up, head over to KMVT.com and sign up for our birthday club, and we'll give you a happy birthday shout out.
Plus, we are going to have a chance to see some rain showers and thunderstorms during the day today, and I'll have more details about that precipitation after the break.
The city of Jackpot is continuing to recover after many of the residents became unemployed when the casinos closed in response to COVID-19. KMVT reporter Jake Brazil has details.
Right at the southern Idaho border exists the unincorporated city of Jackpot, Nevada, with a population of just over 1,000. Known for drawing in visitors from Idaho who may be interested in staying at one of their various casinos.
The casinos are our #1 employer.
Teresa Dimmitt is the Jackpot Tourism Director, who tells me when the casinos closed, it left many workers vulnerable and in need of resources, so much so that they had to open a food pantry.
Started because we saw the need increase to where it couldn't just be a neighbor helping a neighbor. We needed to do it on a larger scale, so we brought it up. We have 100 people receiving food, which breaks down to about 42 families here in town.
She says many unemployed residents began to grow concerned because the shutdown lasted a lot longer than expected.
A lot of our employees have gone back, but because we're not 100% open yet, we still have quite a few that are still unemployed.
Though the city has felt the effects of the pandemic, Teresa Dimmitt says it has remained somewhat untouched from many of the other issues happening around the country.
We don't see a lot of the politics and the drama and all that's going on that we don't realize is happening until we open up the internet or turn on the news.
Jake Brazil, KMVT News.
And now, your KMVT forecast with meteorologist Ryan Dennis.
Once again, we did have a lot of cloud cover around overnight, which means temperatures really weren't able to cool off all that much, and it is pretty warm out there this morning as it is currently 72 degrees in Jerome right now, 75 degrees in Gooding and Malta, 70 degrees in Haley, 68 degrees in Jackpot, and 66 degrees over in Minidoka. And to go along with the cloud cover that we had overnight, there were also some scattered rain showers and isolated thunderstorms around. So a lot of you did see a little bit of rain overnight, but most of that precipitation is now out of our area, and we're only seeing a couple isolated rain showers around within Cassia County. But as we go through your day today, we are going to have a chance to see some more rain showers and thunderstorms, especially as we head into this afternoon and evening. And the reason we're going to have some more precipitation around is because we still have this southwesterly flow courtesy of this area of high pressure, and that southwesterly flow is bringing some more monsoonal moisture into our area. But as we head into tonight and tomorrow, this cloud cover that's currently approaching the west coast is going to be working its way through our area, and that cloud cover is associated with a cold front, and that cold front is going to be pushing this area of high pressure towards the southeast, and as that gets pushed towards the southeast, it's going to be taking that monsoonal moisture with it. So we are going to dry out, and we're going to clear out and see a lot more sunshine as we head into the end of your work week and into this weekend. Now, taking a look at Futurecast for your day today, we are going to have partly to mostly cloudy skies out there this morning, and most locations are going to be dry this morning, but there are going to be some isolated rain showers around, mainly within the Mini-Cassia region. By about lunchtime, though, most of that precipitation is broken apart. We are going to be dry in most locations throughout southern Idaho, but as we head into this afternoon and evening, we are going to have another push of monsoonal moisture, and there are going to be some scattered rain showers and thunderstorms around this afternoon and evening, especially in locations around into the south of I-84. If you're in locations north of the interstate, there are going to be some isolated rain showers and thunderstorms around this afternoon and evening, but for the most part, you are going to be dry. And since we are going to have a chance to see some thunderstorms, we're going to have to deal with the hazards of those thunderstorms as well. And the main hazards with the thunderstorms today are going to be frequent lightning, some heavy rainfall, and small-sized hail, and then gusty winds up to 50 miles per hour are also possible. So just be aware of that. If you're going to be outdoors at all, keep an eye to the sky. And even if we don't get those gusty outflow winds, it's still going to be a little bit breezy out there this afternoon and evening, as sustained wind speeds are going to be between 5 and 20 miles per hour. And it is going to be a degree or two cooler today than it has been the past couple of days, but it's still going to be pretty hot out there once again, with high temperatures topping out in the 90s in most locations. Taking a look at the next 7 days, heading into tomorrow, it's going to be a lot sunnier out there. It's going to be a little bit cooler, and it is going to be breezy as that cold front works its way through our area. And then heading into Friday and this weekend, it's going to be sunny, dry, and hot with high temperatures in the mid-90s. And in the Wood River Valley, some isolated rain showers and thunderstorms around today, and then we're going to dry out and clear out as we head into the end of the work week.
All right, well, a warm end of the week, but we do have to watch out for those thunderstorms today. It could be, fairly severe in areas,
Yeah, we could be dealing with that, especially if you're in Twin Falls County and Cassia County. It's where we have the best chance to see those thunderstorms today. So.
All right, well, everybody be safe. All right, well, today is a special day, especially for Idaho, right, Ryan?
Yeah, it definitely is, because it is National Potato Day.
That's right, it is. And now we want to hear from you. So we have a poll up on our website and also on Facebook. What is the best form to eat a potato? Now we've got French fries, potato chips, baked potato, and mashed potatoes. You can cast your vote at KMVT.com. The city of Twin Falls has counted about 20,000 vehicles at the Shoshone Falls Park for the last 4 years. This year it's on pace for more than 30,000. And with an increase in attendance comes an increase in reckless behavior. Some city officials are concerned with some recent incidents at the park. In the last 3 months, there have been 3 water rescues at the falls, and Shoshone Falls parks and other city parks have seen an increase in vandalism. The city is asking visitors to report suspicious behavior and to be mindful of their surroundings. The city says many people are visiting the park from out of state because many parks are closed due to COVID-19 around the country, and they want to keep the park a safe and attractive place for visitors.
We know there's concern about having parks open in the wake of the virus and the mitigation efforts. But again, this is a healthy way for people to be able to social distance and recreate.
The Gem State gets an average of 20 million tourists per year. Now a popular College of Southern Idaho fundraiser is just 4 days away. The Lori Rogers Fly Like an Eagle golf tournament is coming up on Saturday, bringing together athletes, coaches, and the community for a good cause. The fundraiser expects to fill quickly, and because of COVID-19 and the responsibility of social distancing, the college is requesting that you register ahead of time. The 23rd annual event is in memory of CSI women's basketball coach Randy Rogers' wife, Lori, who dedicated her effort and time to the school. Twin Falls Municipal Golf Club is hosting the event with an 8 a.m. shotgun start. Contact CSI if you want to participate or become a whole sponsor. Well, today, Mr. Food is taking our taste buds to Havana, Cuba, with the dish that'll shake up your dinner routine.
Since most of us are creatures of habit when it comes to dinner, we often fall into the rut of serving the same few things over and over. So to help us shake off the, oh no, not that again blues, we have a flavor-packed pork dish that originated in Havana, Cuba, and is anything but boring. We start off by cutting a boneless pork butt or shoulder into cubes. It should be well marbled, which means it'll have a ton of flavor. We marinate this in some bottled mojo, and just in case you're not familiar with it, mojo is a sauce that's great for marinating or serving as a condiment. It's a blend of sour oranges, olive oil, garlic, oregano, salt, and pepper. After this marinates in the fridge for at least 6 hours or even overnight, we sear it in a hot skillet. Once it's cooked through and the edges are crispy, we serve it over rice, top it with some chopped cilantro and a squeeze of fresh lime. I do hope you'll go online and get the recipe for our Havana pork, so you can have the taste of Havana without getting out your passport. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a new and flavorful way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. Yum. Told you it was tasty.
Now here's meteorologist Ryan Dennis with your day planner forecast.
It is going to be another hot day today up in the Wood River Valleys. High temperatures are going to be in the upper 80s and low 90s in most locations. We are going to have partly cloudy skies out there today with some isolated rain showers and thunderstorms around, generally during the afternoon and evening. The northern part of the Magic Valley is going to be very hot today with high temperatures in the mid to upper 90s to near 100 degrees. We are going to have partly cloudy skies today with a few isolated rain showers and thunderstorms possible. In Twin Falls County, there are going to be some scattered rain showers and thunderstorms around today, mainly during the afternoon and evening. It is going to be hot with highs in the mid to upper 90s. And finally, over in the Minnecaza region, it's going to be hot today with high temperatures topping out in the mid 90s, and we are going to have some scattered rain showers and thunderstorms around throughout the day. Lane?
Well, everybody stick around. Coming up after the break, we're going to be chatting with Brad and Courtney over at KZJ. Welcome back, everybody. Now it is Wednesday, so that means we're chatting with our friends over at KZJ, Brad and Courtney. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
All right, so we've been talking about this on the show here this morning. Today is National Potato Day, and so on our website we have our poll question. We've picked kind of some of the 4 basic ways of eating potatoes. What's your favorite? Now, for the sake of this poll, these are pretty much basic. So just salt, so French fries, just salted, basic potato chips, no flavor, baked potato, let's call it a loaded baked potato, or mashed potatoes with butter and gravy. Of those 4, what are you picking?
They're in all of the above.
I know. I just thought we were first.
I'll do a baker because I don't know.
It's hard to beat.
You got me with the loaded.
Yeah, you got me on. I'm a French fry guy myself. I mean, all of that sounds fantastic, but if I can only choose one, I will do French fries. But can we agree that no matter how you make your potatoes, the best way is to leave the skin on, whether you're talking French fries or baked potatoes? You know, I see people that don't eat the skin on their baked potatoes. I mean, you're wasting such good food.
It breaks my heart.
Absolutely, and especially if it's a good baked potato that's got that crusty salt skin. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, you're missing out. If you're leaving the skin behind, you are wasting the potato, man. It's the best part.
When I bake my potatoes, I get bacon grease and I grease the skin.
Seriously?
Yeah, I grease the skin, then put salt and pepper and a little bit of garlic powder, and it is like heaven. And Riker peels the skin off and leaves it on his plate. And I'm like, I did all that work.
That hurts my soul just thinking about that. Oh, that sounds so good. The fact that somebody wouldn't want to eat that is just, oh. Okay, so now we've talked about some of the basics. What are some of the potato dishes or ways of cooking potatoes that you think are underutilized? I know there's, for me, one of my favorites is gnocchi.
Oh, I love gnocchi.
So Brad, this is a new term for you, right?
I've never had it before. And Courtney had me Google it, before we went on, and I think I've seen it before and just didn't know what I was looking at. But if it's a pasta made from potatoes, I don't know where it's been my whole life.
Exactly. And so Courtney, you seem to be pretty well versed in this, and so spell it for our viewers, because I'm sure a lot of people really haven't heard the word, and then if they saw it written, they wouldn't know what they were looking at.
It's Gnocchi.
Okay, and so it's made from potatoes. It's got flour. I don't know the exact recipe, but then it is
deliciousness. Heaven.
Yes, it is absolutely wonderful. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for telling us, what you like in your potatoes and getting all of us hungry.
Yummy.
All right. Well, thanks for chatting with us. Have a great rest of your week.
See ya.
See ya. Take care.